And welcome back, guys. Sorry, we just had some technical issues and we are now 3 minutes into the game, but nothing really happened. You haven't missed too much. I am once again paused by the once again Puddington.
Bye. You're not next to me. What? Oh, God.
Wait.
Yeah, but so interesting things that have happened before this game has even begun. We have Jax mid against Cho'Gath. We have Morgana solo bot against 2 because she's going to max Tormented Soil to farm like that. And we have Corki Tarek up against Aurelia up top. They actually didn't want the Jax versus Aurelia matchup again. It's interesting. It looks like Aurelia is now kind of favored in that matchup, where previously everyone thought it was a Jax lane through and through. And Hiryu, I think, may have DC'd. No, he didn't. He was just standing in the pool anyway because he's cool like that. So yeah, this is a very interesting lane composition. I mean, Jax is actually not unsuited to mid.
Panic's trying to steal Shook's lunch money, but it's not going to work because it's a Shen, and that's double buff. Arca God coming in from side as well, trying to zone the glucose out. In fact, Counter-Strike goes down as well. There's a knock-up into the Ignite. Will Phoenix die from that? Is trying to chase after Shook, looking for the Wolf Blade. There will be the first blood. Arca God looking to follow up onto Shook, and he's just... They've made like a banana, and they have split.
Oh dear. Yes. Jax... Yeah, like I say, Jax isn't unsuited to mid. He has an escape. He has pretty strong burst damage, and if it comes down to a fight with someone whose abilities are AoE, Counter-Strike actually reduces that damage quite significantly. So yeah, he's actually very strong in mid. It's just that very few people run him there because they like to put him top where he can get more kind of an AFK farm going on. Against Aurelia, no, he couldn't really do that. So yeah, they put him mid against Cho'Gath. Much more favourable matchup. And obviously, yeah, this is just a very well thought out composition. Kaostv being bottom, Morgana is renowned for her ability to safely farm. And that's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to farm safely. That being said, they are very quickly taking down her tower. She can't really insta-give the waves in the way that, like, Cho'Gath can. So they are going to be making life very difficult for her, and Smurfzik and Osaf are
actually getting the kill there, and Brother just being chunked down, but Tarek should surely fall after that. 1-for-1 trade, but still have a person up there to chunk down the tower. That being said, Skarlan's also around the vicinity. However, that means the rest of the team can be more aggressive, and it certainly looks like that in mid. Arca got running dry of mana very quickly, but so is Kaostv, so equilibrium.
Yep. Some are more equal than others. Kaostv is going to be heading back now, I think. Probably going to be picking up a mana regen item of some sort. Maybe not, actually. She has teleport, though, so Morgana can just recall, teleport in again with the mana and keep farming at tower, basically. She's pretty competent in this scenario. And honestly, it really works for them. So, Corki also going to go back now. I wonder if they're going to be swapping up, actually. Yeah, it looks like maybe Tarek is heading towards mid. So I wonder if Tarek maybe will be supporting
Interesting, but
Jax
meanwhile, bottom we do have Shook L2 jumping onto Nasty Wood. Double buff slow as well. Kaostv coming in from the side. Exhaust has gone down, looking for the binding, but it's being blocked by the minions. Black Shield this.
Yeah. Minions are physical damage, so no. Basically.
And meanwhile, bottom are jumping back onto him once again with Shook 2. And Wolf's Blade goes down as well, but yeah, forced to flash out. Got the flash.
Yeah, that's forced them out pretty nicely. That's giving Morgana kind of breathing space, because now Hiryu has used several pots. Soraka will be helping him to sustain though, and he doesn't have much to be concerned about Morgana trying to kill him. But Morgana has now hit the point where Tormented Soil is level 3, and that's actually a very important break point because it means she can insta-give the well, not insta-give, but she can take the back creeps without having to worry about without having to worry about missing any CS. So she can now farm much more safely, much more effectively. And yeah, she'll be teleporting back in with 2 Dorans and half mana because she didn't sit on the spawn pad for long enough, but it seems like an unusual choice, honestly.
Oh god, getting slightly chunked up by glucose. He does have sustain, so he'll be getting some of that back from the wave anyway. Meanwhile, bottom Kaostv flashing in with the Soul Shackles, and that will be the kill. It was a very awkward moment with Nasty Wood that silenced him, and Kaostv was like, wait, what? And then he died.
Yeah. The Soraka reaction plays, but yeah, she doesn't really matter. She's been picked up. She was.
Oh, but Glucose jumping onto Hiryu at bottom, and that will be a very quick kill. Kaostv picking that up with Ignite, I believe, but.
Whoa,
oh wait, no,
is coming in.
No,
Glucose is going to have to be running out now, popping Counter-Strike to avoid getting damaged, and yeah, he's just going to be making his way out pretty carefully there. And meanwhile at top, Irelia is still constantly taking poke, constantly taking damage from this bursty lane. It's really nasty for her to have to deal with. 2v1, she can't even get in to farm those back creeps. Like she's getting some with Blade Surge, but it's a really, really aggressive lane, and they're just pushing it really, really hard. So, Cho'Gath mid, meanwhile, is not doing as well as he did last time, I think. He is out farming Jax at the moment, I will say that for him, but Jax scales incredibly well, whereas Cho'Gath is not so great, but he is going to be going up top now. Equilibrium Strike onto Smurfstick, Dazzle coming down, but she's getting bursted down very, very quickly, and Shen is teleporting him up top. Breda is going to have to make his way out, but Archagod is now in a really awkward situation. He's trying to burst down Tarek. He may succeed, but he's going to be going down. Smurfstick is trying to burst him down, and there we go. Equilibrium Strike actually onto Shuk, and the ultimate off from Thanix there, pulling him in. Impale, Smurfstick is now going to be picking up Aurelia's kill, and is now going to be trying to escape from Thanix. He's going to be sticking to him like glue, just constant damage. I don't think Smurfstick's going to be able to get out of here. Valkyrie is just not, he doesn't have the mana for it. Yeah, he's out. And so, yeah, that was a very protracted engagement.
Very stringy, yeah. Very stringy piece of meat, that team fight. But yeah, it was just awkward, and eventually they did come out on top of it, but that was just the intervention of people just randomly appearing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I definitely agree with you on the point where Jax gets better than Cho'Gath when it gets into late game, but we said that last game, and Cho'Gath became a monster in mid game. We saw him chunk off like 3 members. It was just like, bah! It was just, yeah, lot of damage all over. It was just burst damage, and it's kind of like the Gragas syndrome, where it's just like massive damage, and then can you out damage him over a course of a period, that being well from the hands of Jax mainly, before, well, like, can you match up to his burst basically over a protracted engage or however long the usual engages are? And
they're going to be making a move on Dragon right now.
Yeah,
there's far too many members out of position. They can't contest this, I think, right now. And if they can burst this down fast enough, and they do have a very good team for it, they're all there. Cho'Gath is going to be able to feast that. Yeah, there we go. Picking up a stack for his feast stacks, and yeah, he's walking out. He's pretty happy with himself there. Last hitting. So, gold totals right now. Corki is actually pretty wealthy right now. 3,500 gold. He is significantly ahead of his closest opposition, which is about 400 gold behind him. He is, yeah, probably going to be able to pick up, yeah, Phage and Sheen, yeah. He's not going for any Doran's Blades here. He wants to be getting his late game damage up, because they've actually nerfed Corki's late game. Like, the last patch made his passive not affect critical strike, which in essence means that most of your damage, like about half of your damage late game will come from crit strike. If you don't have that damage affecting his passive, then you're potentially missing out on a lot. And here you just standing in the Tormented Soul for a bit there. That was kind of
he likes doing
interesting. That. Yeah, I know you have a Soraka, but you don't want to waste her mana, do you? And Breda actually getting in a Dazzle here. Shatter from the Tarek Radiance follow-up, and Smurfstick's just going to be throwing a few missiles at her. She's going to have to back out now, though. She's taking a lot of damage from that. Although Thanix is around, he's clearing out the wards, going to be maybe trying to scare them off from taking the tower, and honestly, by the time they've gotten to the tower, Irelia will be back in anyway, so she's not too bothered.
Very interesting first item choice by Glucose. He's gone for the Hex Drinker so he can counteract the burst from Cho'Gath. So Cho'Gath is just like, okay, from this health I can eat him, but basically the Hex Drinker is going to throw a spanner in it, because it's just like, well, wait, and then he has to factor that into how much damage he can deal. So it's quite clever, actually. I like that.
I will say though, I thought I just had about that. If you're at less than 30% health, so what is 30% health for Jax? It's about what, 400, 500 health. Feast is hitting for nearly 400 damage. If Cho'Gath gets a little bit more AP, he's going to be able to just eat before the Hex Drinker Shield procs.
Does it not proc if the killing blow will hit him?
Oh, it will, but it doesn't block true damage.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Feast. It's a strong tool.
We've got a lot of the true damage portion of the main gimmick of his ult.
Yeah. Well, other than the Feast, it's kind of a gimmicky ult, actually.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Meanwhile, mid
Glucose.
stuff is going down. Glucose popping the counter strike and Phanex coming in from the side as well. Good rupture as well, locking up for a couple seconds. And Ultimate goes down, that being the Impale. And Shook 2 now in a dodgy position. Arca God backing up, but in range. At least to use his abilities. Rupture goes down, and that will be the killing spree. And Teleport comes in,
Morgana.
probably from Morgana, popping the Soul Shackles. Arca God pops out of there with his flash. And the Phanex now potentially in the bad position. Tormentor Sword goes down, and Crystal Exoskeleton chasing after, and he should be good to go. Oh, and it's swapped up, and now Hiryu's top.
Yeah. So they've decided this lane swap isn't really working for them at this stage, so they're going to be putting Hiryu and Nasty Wood against Smurfzik and as OSAF 2022. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do this earlier, actually, honestly, because that Taric Corki lane has been dynamite. I guess it's because they wanted to take
Hiryu being chased after, and Shen Ultimate coming down as well, looking for the engage, and there it is, landing onto both of them. Smurf6 exhaust has gone off, has finished on him rather. Now Nasty Wood, Soraka versus the world. What's she gonna do? Dazzle goes down, increasing duration because of the flash, and Heal goes down as well, making it extremely tanky. But Foster's Bomb is just gonna pick that one up. What do you have? Armor? Have magic damage.
Yeah, now they're just gonna take down that tower. So I'm guessing that Israel, they swapped that up actually at the end there, that Israel Soraka, they put them top because they wanted to hold that tower on that little bit of health that it had left. But sadly, it was not to be. And Aurelia is going to be, bottom lane against Glucose now. So, yeah, Aurelia versus Jax, hello. Just starting about 10 levels in.
15 minutes into the game, we're now starting the game. Wait, what?
Yeah, too much. So, yeah, Morga's gone mid. Everyone is resetting to their normal lanes, except the bot and top towers are down.
Normalized. Makes me feel better.
Yeah, now I understand what's going on, man.
Yeah.
So now Smurfzik is heading mid, so so much for that.
Why you break the flow? But the tower's gone down, so.
Yeah, the tower has gone down, so obviously he has to be here. It's just kind of a matter of forcing as much as he can, actually, right now. Like, he's got to be careful that Phanex doesn't flash grab him. Could do it, but he's not going to risk it right now. Waiting for an opportunity to really get in range, because if Corki reacts fast enough, he will get away, essentially. He'll have Valkyrie, and he'll get out. It looks like he's just going to go top, actually, to duel Ezreal. He definitely can right now. He has finished Trinity Force compared to Hiryu's Phage and Sheen. Yes, he does have a Doran's Blade on him, but that's not really enough to make up for that. So, Dragon timer appears to be pretty soon. Phanex is clearing the area of wards. They're pinging it down. They're definitely looking to get their vision here. Looking to mobilize their team, and they'll be just looking for fights right now. I don't know exactly when Dragon's coming up, but they're baiting them into the jungle here. Kozq is going to be walking in right past a ward. This is very, very dangerous right now. Nasty Wood and oh man, there's a fight going on at bottom. Shook L2 is getting bursted down there by Phanex and Breda, and they're going to be chasing after. Oh wow, Breda Blaze heading back into the fight onto Shook, who's going to be trying to survive by dashing out. Corki's just laying in the damage on the side here, but Cho'Gath just isn't going down. Shook L2 getting knocked down by the Tree Shot Barrage, and Phanex getting bound by Morgana, unable to really kill him, and though Smurfzik kind of careful of his positioning, going to back out there. But they've definitely come out on top on health here, and definitely come out on top in terms of members left up, so they're going to be taking this dragon more or less uncontested, I think. Probably flinging a binding over it in the vain hope, but odds are not going to be able to get that, so. Then again, they might be going round. Soul Shackles is down, so there's not going to be. But then again, Kozq got ruptured, and this is very, very risky for both teams here. They are both very low, but they both have the potential to kill the other team very, very easily. So they're both just going to back off, take the safe path out, and push down mid, it looks like. So, right. We have Cho'Gath at bottom. He's just going to be farming up, taking a little bit of creeps. He's got 2 Dorans and a Deathfire now, so he's got the cooldown reduction to stack up his feast stacks pretty quickly, but he's already at 6, so he doesn't need to do that anymore. Very, very burst heavy at the moment. He's doing a huge amount of damage, I think, on all of his skills. Picking up a Negatron, he'll probably be going for an Abyssal Scepter because he's a very short range mage, and yeah, he'll be picking that up pretty shortly, I'd imagine. Actually, maybe not. Actually, he doesn't have the gold right now. He'll need about 1,600 odd, maybe more, for the blasting wand and the combined cost, which is pretty high, certainly. Yeah, probably more like 2,000 than 1,500. But yeah, so he's going to be pushing down mid, Corky pushing top, Jack's pushing bot. It's definitely just trying to keep these lanes pushed out without exposing themselves to a gank right now. And it looks like Phoenix might be looking for a gank up top. He's in the tri-bush, just taking out that ward. Maybe Tarek is up there too, though. Smurfsick is definitely aware of this, and he's definitely keeping an eye out. Alright, so... And Ezreal actually ulted down to bot lane to try and stop Glucose from pushing... Yes, to try and stop Glucose.
Got juked by the minions.
Did not succeed, sadly. And this top is just a dance-off right now. They're just trying to keep out of range. They'll probably make something of this eventually, but right now they're backing out, so nothing to be too concerned about right now. And definitely there's somewhat of a vision war going on right now. They probably want to be keeping an eye out. Thanix has his oracles. He's going to be wanting to clear out Baron, because Baron is now definitely a thing that can be done, but it's obviously risky at this stage. They're not really at the stage where they can comfortably take Baron, but obviously it's possible. So, Ezreal bot, he is just going to be farming up, I guess. They know that unless they get picks, Baron is obviously not an option. So, for whatever I say. And I'm kind of surprised actually by Tarek right now. He's not got an oracles, but he's using pink wards to clear out the wards in Tribush, which is just a red flag to a bull for Thanix, whose oracles online just going to be running straight in there. Smurfsick and Osaf can't react fast enough, so nothing happening there. And
they generally could eventually use that as a base. It's just like, here's a pink ward, you want it, Scarlet? And then set up a trap for him, which would just be the greatest
thing. And Hiryu at bottom actually now getting attacked by Glucose. Counter-strike him, leap strike into him, and getting ulted. Hextricker actually saves his life, and so does Shen ult coming in. But I'm kind of surprised he didn't stay in there. I think he possibly could have won that fight. And I missed a kill.
Yeah, Arca God just fully comboed Morgana. She was full health with the black shield as well. And he just ate her. And the fold of the rupture perfectly led, basically, and Morgana's just right in the middle, and it's just like, no matter which way she went, she was going to die, because in that enclosed space of the jungle.
Alright.
Impressive burst.
Yes. And yeah, right now, they're utilising that advantage. Morgana not being there, it just means they don't have the presence to stop them taking it. And it looks like both Archgod and Thanix are looking for a gank up top, but not really going to happen. Oh, maybe it will. Here, they didn't recall fast enough, and possibly Thanix can stick to someone. He's going to be impaling Osaf, and Rupture, that's going to land. He's not going to get away. Fight feasted. Then Shook comes in with the Shadow Dash, and actually Kostu coming in with the Morgana ultimate, got exhausted before the Black Shield could go down. Irelia jumping in on Smurfsick, going to be backing out as soon as he can, but he can't because he's got Ruptured. So he's ignited, going down very quickly. Kostu can't really stop the tide here. Thanix is going to be diving this. I'm not sure he wants to be doing this right now. He's potentially going to get bound, but maybe not. Hiryu is going to be taking out Shen. And that was a really good trade on their part. They just really tore them apart, actually, there. So, yeah, like I say, Baron is now a thing. They can do this at this level. There is a risk associated, of course. Because, wow! That Dark Binding to the wall. That was incredible. Glucose is possibly looking for some man mode action here.
Could do it.
No, but just his presence here. They were taking so much damage from the Baron, they couldn't afford to risk that. Jax getting a Quadra is the last thing you want. Because he scales incredibly well. He just becomes this monstrous beast that you can't stop. Yeah, now they're going to be backing out. Going back, licking their wounds. Thanix has kept his Oracle. I still don't think there is an Oracle. Oh no, Osaf has now picked one up, so he's going to be looking to clear as many wards as possible. And he's actually going to be going for this Baron right now, starting it off with the Shatter, Radiance, and they're definitely aware. Purple Team definitely knows this is coming, but Glucose can tank this, and they are way out of position right now. They are not going to get there in time before this is down. So
whether they can pull off a steal or not, Hiryu's definitely going to try and pop out the two-shot barrage, but not going to happen. The war goes down, and I don't even think Purple Team actually want this engage. Nope, they're just going to back off, and they just need to play a waiting game right now. They're in a good position. They can just get the Baron, stay like that for a while, and I guess wait out till late game. They have a pretty good late game team. I mean, they have Shen, who's always going to scale well. They have Jax, who just gets stronger. Corky's pretty good late game as well. Cosq is Morgana. Like, utility at least is always going to be a thing. Tarek kind of scales off, but It's Tarek, and he still provides the AoE armor buff, which is just amazing anyway.
He's another of those characters with kind of invisible power from Radiance. Yeah. And actually, Glucose may be walking into a trap here. Thanix is waiting in the bush with a pail. He's going to be landing on the Smurfsick. Smurfsick is going to get focused down the Rupture. Deathfire dead. Yeah, completely gone. Thanix and Koskyu actually walking into this with the Soul Shackles. I'm not sure this is the best. Okay, so Shen is going to be ulting in onto her and then going to be trying to Shadow Dash in as many people as he can. Feast goes down on Tarek, taking him out. Glucose is going to be bursted down. Koskyu going to have to back out, I think. Shook L2 just can't really tank this. He's going to be going down as well. And Arca God is 7-1 and dominating. He is a monster right now. And that's another free dragon. And they are really opening up this gold lead now. It's DN, isn't it? And surrender vote.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. You know what the worst thing was?
What?
4 versus 5.
Oh, wow.
Brother was top, and he was just pushing away. Koskyu's going to stop that, stem the flow, but it was Cho'Gath. He's just ripping everyone apart. Like, even his Vorpal spikes, like, when he's not using his burst, he's still got pretty good sustained damage. And it's AoE. He's just constantly
plus 69,
pain.
yeah. 100 extra damage on every hit. And that's not including his base AD, which is already 100.
Oh, Koskyu is being caught by Brother and Hiryu. The Relax Shield has gone down. He is spell immune, however. Hiryu looking to follow after. Praise will not proc this time. Hiryu does have the blue buff, not quite enough for the... Well, that was an interestingly placed Arcane Shift. Koskyu actually putting down the Zhonya's, getting some time for Osaf to get into position. He may have just based into his death, but no Smurfs are coming in from side as well. He knew it was just more than Tarek. That would...
kind of surprised though there at the end there. Osaf could have stunned one of them, and he could have tried to hold them in place for Corki, who was coming up behind. And I think they would have won that engagement, because Aurelia was already below half health. Maybe not, though. She is one of those characters that restores her health constantly. And she's pretty tanky right now. I mean, she's not extraordinarily tanky. She does have Trinity Force Door and Shield and a Mercury's Treads, though. So, yeah, she's pretty strong. She's clearly waiting for an item, though. She's sitting on the spawn pad. How much gold does she have? Chain Vest. Okay, there we go.
Quite a lot, because she's almost buying a Guardian Angel.
Yeah, Chain Vest and Null Magic as well, and wards, obviously. Always ward, children. You must ward. Ward your way to
in League of Legends school. They should definitely have, like, LOL school. That would be the best thing.
Go around ward, you...
They probably have that in Korea. So
Youngin, yeah.
Imagine that. That would be LOL school.
Oh, and remember, keep pushing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But...
Get an advantage, push.
Yeah. So, okay. This team comps... It is looking very, very bad right now. Like DN is... They just have everything, really, in their fights. Like, they seem to be able to always land the good ruptures, to be able to CC out the right people, and to lock down Jax and stop him from really being a pain. And they keep actually doing this really nice play where they exhaust Morgana before she Black Shields. So maybe Koskyu just needs to be a little quicker on that E button. Like, she keeps getting forced out. Wow, Arca God has a Guardian Angel. He's not losing those stacks, man. It takes too long to build them up. So he's actually not gone for pure AP. He's gone for kind of much tankier AP than we saw last time, I think. No Rabadons or anything, but he's certainly doing a lot of damage, and Koskyu just cannot contest that tower takedown. Landing a binding onto Thanix, but it's not really going to do a lot. And oh wow, the Zhonya's and the Cap Strike coming in, and the Shadow Dash. Oh, the Soul Shackle goes down, but she's down too quickly, and and Osaf's taking too much damage. Shen ults into Osaf. Tower taking on to now Nasty Wood, and and Shook is trying to fight, and Hiryu gets stunned by Tarek under the tower. Actually, they're nearly getting taken out. And Breda is going to be clearing the way with Transcendent Blades. They're still looking to push this down. They know that Soraka can keep them sustained, and they know that they have some innate damage and crowd control to keep them out.
Yeah.
Sort of taking your role a little bit here.
That's fine. Generally, as a player with Haycaster, you just get messed up when it gets to the later hours of cast. But,
yeah, a lot of stuff going on in these fights. Like, oh, Lord.
It's just like, oh, God! Yeah, I know what you mean. Making the transition is just like, what? But Arca God potentially being picked up here.
Wow, the burst!
Whoa, what?
He's still going to go down and lose his stacks after all, but wow, that was a lot of pain.
Ooh! Ezreal.
Yes,
Giant banana.
Oh wow, that's what? 800 true damage. Eat your heart out, Darius. That's that's a lot of damage to be doing.
That's like max stack hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GP
Painful.
Cho'Gath, it hurts. He's, Deathfire, Abyssal, Guardian Angel, so I'm wondering what he's going to be going for next. Selling a Doran's Ring out, picking up a Blasting one, so I guess we won't be finding out anytime soon.
Maybe Death Cap. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be Death Cap, actually.
He's
pretty tanky,
yeah.
and he's definitely doing a lot of damage. Good lord, he's hurting.
He is at that. He does need to get his stacks back up, though. He did lose some engagement.
Having that Deathfire will help him do that faster, because the cooldown is now 42 seconds. Yeah, that's very, very helpful, basically. Helps him keep it up. And he's got a blue elixir as well. So, yeah, definitely going to be looking to get those stacks up as fast as possible. So, yeah, 29% cooldown reduction. Very, very useful. And, yeah, they're going to be pushing out mid now. BN are still in a very advantageous position. They have 7-ish thousand gold on the enemy. Looking maybe for a pick now, going through the jungle, clearing out the wards from Baron. Actually, when is Baron? This is probably the thing right now. Baron was slain at 22 minutes. Yeah, it's coming up very soon. Yeah, they're definitely looking to secure their position around Baron. Oh, possibly stealing a blue out. But this is very risky actually right now. They do have a ward there, so they're going to back out. They're not going to. They need to have Aurelia and Ezreal in position at the right time. Then again, Reddit nerds daren't take blue buff themselves because they know that it's so risky. Both teams very, very
careful.
Yeah.
They're starting it. This could be the catalyst for a team fight.
Not quite. They're a bit too far out. That's not really what they're interested in. They're just interested in the pick. And Nasty with popping Shirelia's there
on himself.
And Skarner too. They both took separate routes, but
I don't think Skarner actually got the buff.
I think he did. I'm not sure.
That's Crystalline Exoskeleton.
Maybe. But anyway, Phoenix hasn't checked out the inside of the Baron pit, so he's going to be spotting that now. Yeah, he'll be looking to clear that out now. Just a very kind of pokey engagement, but neither side really has a lot of poke. And Cho'Gath landing the Rupture, Glucose going in with the counter strike and the flash, Soul Shackles, Zonya's combo from Kaostv, landing all of that damage onto there, and Smurfsick is jumping in, doing a lot of damage right now. Thanix is in serious situation, going to be focused out, but Smurfsick is going down too, and Hiryu is sitting on the edge of the team fight, barely taking any damage, chasing down Corki, getting him out. And Hiryu is coming back in now. Shook is low, Irelia jumping in onto Shook. Shook can't really get away, and it looks like Kozkyu is going to teleport out of there. He's going to be going mid to push it as hard as he can, and he is going to push that, but this is going to be a Baron right now. And honestly, the momentum just isn't with them right now. Like, DN is going to take this Baron. They're going to be winning the next team fight as well, probably, because they have that buff. Unless unless Reddit nerds can start catching them out, they are not going to win this fight. They are not going to be, like, they keep losing these fights because they keep getting, like, I don't know, I couldn't actually tell you. They keep getting singled out.
Oh, they're waiting so people respawn. I like it.
Oh, wow. That's actually... People think, like, in solo queue, they go like, I've got to take it, I've got to do it now. I've got to take it as fast as possible in case the enemies interrupt. But it's actually a very valuable buff. It's, what, 40 AP and AD? Something like that?
Yeah.
It's a lot of stats to get for free.
Total buff on your team is 18k gold. Total.
Yeah. It's incredibly useful, basically. And yeah, so... Sorry.
Hello.
Hello? I'm sorry, I'm Kaostv. Yeah, sorry, I'm terrible. It's not a phone call, it's an alarm, because I am disorganized as all... anything you care to mention. Yeah, I pretty much. I use my phone as an alarm clock, as well as a personal organizer. Yes, and it's not even a smartphone. How terrible of me. But yep, and DN right now are still in this uncontestably strong position. They're going to be taking this dragon for free. There's nothing that the Reddit nerds can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it. And surrender mode again. This is not a common thing to be seeing in organized team games where half of your team wants to surrender and the other half doesn't. But I'm guessing there's not a happy TeamSpeak right now, if they're on TeamSpeak. It could be on Mumble. I don't rate Ventrilo. But yeah.
Hold on, advertisement.
I'm giving equal exposure to all of them.
Yeah.
So, unlike the BBC. They're imbalanced.
Equilibrium.
Actually, to be fair, from what I've seen of American news, that BBC are a godsend.
Yeah.
But yeah, irrelevant. I'm sorry. I'm dribbling again because there's nothing really happening at the moment. Both the teams are just kind of trying to make sure there's this dance again, where you've got the lanes, you're trying to keep them pushed out so that your enemies have to react to that. But DN know that they have the advantage right now, and the Shirelli is going to be popped onto Breda. He's going to be trying to Blade Surge, but can't quite do it. Leap Strike gets him out of the way in time. And they're going to be just forcing this mid right now. They can insta-give the wave, and they can poke down this tower. And they also have the regen from Baron buff, which makes them so strong in the siege situation. Vanek's going to be Crystalline Exoskeleton onto that tower. And they just can't contest. They can't fight right now. And the problem is this is going to snowball even more. The longer this goes on, the longer that they can't fight, the harder it gets for them to fight. The gold advantage is increasing. They can't deal with that fact. And Vanix nearly misses that ward there in that bush. It's a really bad situation right now for the Reddit nerds. They just can't deal with it. They're just going to siege that bottom tower. Yeah. When you say farming, do you mean missing the creeps again?
No, they didn't miss. They got.
I'll get you next time, caster creeps. But yeah, so
we're comparing Ezreal to a Bond villain. I'll get you next time.
Gadget villain, but yeah.
Nothing like
so serious as Bond.
I'll get you and your damn dog.
Bizarre.
You know.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever. Nobody cares.
Stupid dog too. What?
I'll kill you and your cat.
And Warwick. Wait, what?
And the pretty lady too.
Morgana's really not. Oh.
So anyway, they're going to be trying to be poking down this tower right now. Here you standing in the pool because he just doesn't care apparently. And Shen actually shadow dashing in. They're going for their last dance here. Gluco's jumping in on here. You're getting exhausted. He's going to be trying to focus him out of the fight, but unfortunately Cho'Gath is just putting out so much damage, and Kozq nearly getting bursted down by the Feast. Hiryu taking out Jax, and yeah, this is now over. The Impale is just not going to be able to do enough. Corki, oh wait, sorry, it is going to be enough. He's on the reeling team. Impale on Corki. Corki goes down, and yeah, then there we go. GG, well played. Shook has quit, and they're going to be pushing down the Nexus now, and in fact they surrendered. GG, well played, and a very, very nice job by DN. Again, they've really been dominant actually these last few games.
Hang on, didn't we have another case of the enemy team winning early game again? I think we did.
Did they?
Yeah, they were like 7-1 at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Again, DN they have really solid teamfight mechanics. They just always know where to be at the right time.
Yeah, like
good job.
Maybe it's a case of like maybe just not as strong individually as players, like 1v1 against these top tier players. But when it gets to team fights, their coordination is just like stellar. It's so good, and they're always winning because of it. And I guess they're confident enough. It's just like, okay, we may be losing now, but let's just wait it out until we're strong, try again, and then there you have it. Exactly what's been happening for like all of the games we've casted with them. So they're very confident as a team.
I'm very impressed, and I kind of hope to see more of them in the future, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of like an unknown team. Like, we haven't seen them before.
The stream's dead.
Is it?
Yep.
How do you know this?
Oh, okay. Okay,
what?
Go ahead.
Okay. But, I've seen Archigod before, but no one else. I've never heard of any of the other players, but as a team, like, they're really good. And I just looked, the avatars look pretty cool. But, yeah, I know that Reddit nerds are kind of like a put-together team. Like, I know Kozq and Glucose were in a team together a little while back. They were called Fat Camp, I think. They were with, oh man, who was it? I can't even remember. I can't recall the information. It's early into the morning. But, and then Shook LTO I've seen before, and then, yeah, they kind of, like, just mashed together. And with a name like that, generally when you have, like, names like that, it's just like they put together a team to just enter and see how they do.
Yeah, I know I've seen Glucose subbing in for a whole host of teams.
all of the teams.
Like easily 3 or 4 different teams, and why not, I guess, if you've got nothing to do, but it's like a bit of an odd thing to be doing. So, still...
Interesting hobby, yeah. Anyway, guys,
that was the final.
That was the final, and that is, well, the end of the cast, basically, so I guess I'll do some a bit of advertising. Go check out the raffle on the 4pl website on the front page with the news #1 right there. Click on the link, answer the question, and you will be in contention to win that headset. Pretty cool. Give that some love. Very interesting. If you want to get yourself a new headset. And also check out the Kaostv.eu YouTube. Kaostv.eu/YouTube. Wow, I am getting tired. That's our YouTube. If you missed any of the games today, they will be up as VODs or replays on there. So if you want to catch up on that, Mr. Spuddington, you have a Facebook, don't you? Would you like to?
I do. It doesn't look like much, I'll be honest, but yes, facebook.com/SpuddingtonCasts. Just one word, ladies. It's like I say, kind of a work in progress.
Yep, I mean, you do have like one like, which may or may not be me, but there's always a starting point. So, also the 4pl website, which is facebook.com/4pl.lol. My Facebook, which is facebook.com/what'syourpulse, same as my YouTube. I do have random things that we put on along with Spuddington. Spuddington is in a lot of my videos that I make on YouTube. So
and only one of them drunk.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much everyone has to say. Any closing remarks, Spuddington?
Not a lot really. We kind of saw like the power of AoE here, though. Like not necessarily as much in this game, but in the previous two games, we definitely saw that the DN was willing to go back to a kind of an older meta and really build up this kind of strong AoE composition that would just win almost any team fight they got into. But so just sort of a cautionary tale, to remember not to underestimate it.
Yeah, pretty much. So anyway, guys, tune into the next cast we do, which will probably be next Saturday. Until then, guys, have a great day, great week, and we will see you next time.
There's no getting over you. Wish I could split my world into reverse just to have you back again. There's no getting over. There's no getting over. There's just no getting over. Don't give me.